Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will get the first crack at it here. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Quick tempo here for the offense. The margin for error is so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one, and so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
So Cincinnati's offense has the ball for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mahan. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Myers.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And his throw is incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And they'll blow it dead around the 30-yard line.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake, flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Blue Devils will hustle to the line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That's caught. It's Moore. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. He's got an open man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Blue Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Trying to ball his way in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll run it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Scanning the field, it's Mahan. The screen, and watch out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. The handoff to Johnson. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shot.
There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to run it. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. The Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Bishop. Nice move to keep running. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Jones wants to throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Trying to find the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Bearcats are in the hurry-up. Fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
A nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. And they'll try to break the seal on the second quarter by putting 3 on the board. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Mahan. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. And some room to work. Makes a man miss. Got enough for the first. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Might as well give it to him again. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. With the catch, it's Jennings. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Bearcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Using his legs, it's Bishop. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back. Looking to throw, it's Mahan. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Bearcats. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end.
Turning it on! Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And the Blue Devils racing to the line in a hurry-up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. Lets it fly. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Duke. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his third receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
The give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jones to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Meyer. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Bishop. Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run the draw. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to scramble. Makes his man miss. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in College Station. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. To the air, it's Mahan. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Blue Devils will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. He'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Got the first down and still on his feet. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the ground, it's Bishop. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Bearcats will punt this one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll field the punt and look for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Back to throw, it's Mahan. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
The give to the back. Taking it the other way. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And the Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Tyler. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. To the ground with the back. Sweet cut there. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into... Unloads it downfield. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sidelines. And the Blue Devils are flying down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Just a little off. Incomplete. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to keep running. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Now facing a third and long. To the air, it's Mahan. He's got the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And he uses the old bank shot to knock it off the left upright and get it through somehow. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Gonna run it. It's Bishop. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Tyler. And he was on his way, gets it all the way to the 38. The Blue Devils want to crank the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got it in the middle. It's Moore. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The corners are walked up tight. With the run on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass, it's Mahan. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here?
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first.
He'll take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. And it slips just inside that right upright. This is now a 7-point game. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking for room. It's Bishop. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So 1st down will open up the final period. They're going to ride this running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And the Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle.
Oh, he found a space on the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
All right, drops are a part of football. It's a part of offense. What's really important for this quarterback now is to come back to the receiver, even after dropping that ball, to show him that you still got confidence in him, and you know it's a long game.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Makes the catch. It's Jones. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll give it to Johnson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Quick release by the QB. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Behind the chains now on second and long. Now the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Creates a little room.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. And the Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Mahan. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Duke! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. Caught behind the line. It's Bishop. There he goes. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here we go. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the ball's free in the backfield. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the fourth down.
Trying to do it on the ground. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Blue Devils. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Jennings. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Hilton. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? So now it's second and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Release to the back. The short hands, it's Johnson. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The give to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Mahan. Snagged out of the air. Makes one man miss. Turning it on. And oh no, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And the defense got it. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.